transit effect in the year 2022 for the rising sign as well as for the moon sign. Choice is yours. Saturn represents karma. Saturn represents hard work. Saturn represents profession. Saturn represents our career, status, our status in society. Saturn represents our prestige, honor, income resources, financial opportunities. Saturn represents property, any kind of property. Saturn represents our financial backing. Saturn means money. Saturn represents wealth, assets. Saturn also represents directly, indirectly lifespan. Health issues which are most complex and difficult to deal with. Life-threatening health issues. Saturn also represents death. Saturn also represents crisis, trauma, grief, hard work's reward. Saturn represents service sector. The whole service sector where we provide the services. Saturn represents profession, career, merchandising. And Saturn's impact and effect are very important. But if you are very much concerned about your future, about your job, about your business, about your career, about your profession, about your employment the coming year, about your status, prestige, financial backing, your professional projects, your professional ventures, then Saturn transit effect are quite important. You have to learn about those. What are these according to your moon sign? What are Saturn's transit effect according to your Lagna sign? Both. So Saturn's effect for rising sign Gemini, Saturn's effect for Gemini moon sign. This will apply to both. If your ascendant is Gemini or if your moon sign is Gemini, this prediction will apply to you both. So Saturn's effect for Gemini 2022. So may I say that from 29th of April 2022 till 12th of July 2022, may I say 2.5 months, Saturn will be transiting in 9th house for Gemini. 9th house is the house of luck. The power of Saturn will be copper. Gemini, you will face major obstacles, delays, waste of time. There will be at the same time rise in status, prestige and honor. But your expenditure can be sky high, but on the good deeds. Gemini, wherein your hard work and determination will bring you rewards, you will be able to resolve a lot of your problems, complications. There will be rise in status, prestige and honor, financial gain, traveling, personal comfort, happiness, harmony. You will be able to overcome a lot of your problems, but do take care of your parents' health and well-being. If your profession involves transport, logistic, property, construction, traveling, tourism, property building merchant, contractor, you will be quite successful. With your determination, drive, discipline, you will be able to achieve everything. Most of your efforts will be rewarded. You will come across quite a few opportunities through communication with the world. There will be few struggleful situations, but you will be able to overcome. Your expenditure will be there, but with your own will. Friends can play a unique role in your achievement. Saturn position in 9th house, mostly donate distress. Some of you are likely to go through trying time in your profession. You may be transferred to or maybe have to work extra hard. You have to be careful of your enemies, employees who are likely to deceive you or cheat you, sometimes backstab you. Beware of anything that might defame you at workplace or in society. It might take longer than usual to gain any reward. Finances will also require proper handling. You are likely to indulge in wasteful expenditure during this phase of time. You may get the opportunity to earn extra money, but there will be several obstacles in the way of your achieving. Avoid any kind of litigation, criminal activities, immoral deeds. Some of you will face criminal proceedings. Health needs extra care at this time. Mentally, you are likely to feel restless and distressed, mostly due to matter related to your spouse and family. Your male children may develop some serious health issues if you have children, and you have to look after your children's health and well-being. Saturn transit 9th house is house of luck. This particular period, may I say, dedicated to self-improvement. You are developing your own ideas and your commitment are transiting Saturn in 9th house, make it through the 9th house. Ideas and spiritual goal that you may have taken for granted or worked with for many years suddenly seem superficial, not particularly useful to you. You have to reinvent, you have to recreate. If you have been studying, then you must watch this particular period of questioning exactly what you're working towards. Does this line of study match your true selves? But most of you come face to face with your self-defeating attitude during this phase of time. The 9th house is a house of fire. It has much to do with your outlook, your sense or adventure or your confidence. It is also associated with your hope, faith and vision. Although its attachment to such thing as a higher learning, traveling might mean that Saturn transit in this house will affect these things. It is more than about taking a closer look and reassessing your attitude, your confidence. By the end of this transit, you will have reworked your spirit. Come face to face with what it is this particular house will offer you, your hopes, your optimism, as well as which fuel you drive. The initial entrance of Saturn in your 9th house may cause you to question yourself, but end of this transit, if you work hard at self-improvement, you'll have to replace by our old spirit or regenerate one. You will be one step closer to knowing where you are headed. You'll have a rebuilt faith in yourself. A shaky feeling that caused you to sputter and avoid risk will be replaced with more mature attitude toward adventure, facing the unknown. You let go of self-defeating attitude that have been holding you back. You recognize exactly where you have been overdoing our expectations, and you find new ways to nurture faith, hope and vision. You'll do the best. More you do that, more you achieve it. Gemini, again, transit of Saturn in 8th house. And coming back to Dhaya's final phase of Dhaya for Gemini, Saturn's final phase of Dhaya. From 12th of July 2022, it will carry on till 17th of January 2023. Saturn coming back to the 8th house. For rising sign Gemini, for moon sign Gemini. The pie of Saturn will be copper, due to which you'll face fatigue in your flow of income. You'll come across major obstacle, delays, complication issues, but you'll be blessed with income resources. You go through lots of solutions for your problems and complications. Health-wise, look after your skin, joints, back, digestive system. At the same time, tension level, expenditure can be sky high. Your ability will be recognized and appreciated by professional people and professional organizations. There might be a change in your job, profession. You have to be extremely cautious and careful if you're going through any court case, legal matters. At the same time, you'll feel nothing is going according to your will and desire and expectation. Please be aware of any kind of accident, fine, penalty, punishment. You have to take care of your personal relationship and friend circle. You have to make sure that you're not involved in any arguments or living conflict. Make sure you refrain from any legal conflict. At the same time, your professional achievement will be there, but you might not be able to enjoy all the comfort of your gain. Whatever you do, please refrain from any kind of scandal, self-destructive path, alcohol, intoxication, foul company, non-vegetarian food, seafood, illicit affair. At the same time, you'll have a lot of urge to have an affair. Deprived player. Your expenditure will be higher due to a family situation. There might be emotional distance developed between you and the family members. You must look after your flow of income. The journey of Saturn in 8th house from birth sign signifies troubles time. 8th house position of Saturn only offers you challenges, complications, troubles. During this time period, most of you likely to go through rough phase at workplace, in business or in any field of activity. Most of you even lose work due to several different reasons. You may be attracted to addiction, gambling or keeping bad company. Some may even be end up in a prison due to bad company or bad previous actions, which you committed some sort of a crime in hiding and now you're paying back. You may lose your name, fame in society. Some of you also may think to renouncing the world. Travel is on the card. Take care of your finances. Curtail your expenditure. Health could be cause of concern. You likely to develop serious alignment. There might be life-threatening. Your family demand your attention during this phase of time. During your planetary changes, they might have faced a lot of troubles during this time. You may lose a lot of people around you, your well-wishers. Avoid any kind of argument that with those people who are close to you, personal or professional or financial, as you will tend to create a lot of enemies within your family at this time. Nobody will support you. So when Saturn coming to the 8th house, this transit bring in focus, finance and possession that you hold with others. This transit bring a lot of focus, finances, on the finances and possessions you held with others. In a larger way, it bring into a question the greater transformation you have been going through. It is not enough simply to know who you are, how you relate to others. You must also come to terms with people's values. You must learn to live with those values and incorporate them constructively into your life without destroying your own individuality. But with Saturn transiting in 8th house, you'll become aware of this issue even through conflict with others' values. Other people's resources may cut off from you and be unavailable when you think you need them. A concrete example of this would not be getting a bank loan because you have not met the bank's criteria, or a marriage with your partner. You may encounter a lot of financial hard timing that cut off from accustomed source of income. During this transit, you cannot count upon others for any kind of material backing. They may not have the money, or they may not support you, or they may not want to share that money with you now. It would be a good idea to get into a position where you don't have to depend on anyone's as resources. Here, people will leave you alone with your resources. Nobody here to back you up. No. 8th house Saturn is a house of major transformation in the life. 8th house Saturn, you will learn a lot about the life. It must be said immediately that you is extremely unlikely result of an 8th house Saturn. But sometimes people looking like that experience is equal to death. I don't agree with that. No, death experience is different. May I say that it is likely that you may certainly become psychologically concerned about your own mortality. You may even think about a lot of things, good and bad, quite often. And because you never felt that vulnerable in your life in the past. You have just finished a phase of intense encounter with others, which has enabled you to define yourself by becoming aware of how you deal with people. This phase is finished. And now the question arises, what all this for you doing during this time period? You're likely to review the changes you have gone through in the year since Saturn crossed your ascendant and look for a pattern in it. Through this analysis, you hope to arrive at an understanding of where you are going, what you're doing. This process of learning to understand others, people, resources and value will prepare for this transit of Saturn conjunct the midheaven, which will happen in few years' time. But you will learn the limitation of your own resources and the degree to which you have cooperate with and depend upon others. Yes. Please do press the bell for like and kindly share this video with your colleagues, with your family, with your friends, with everybody you know. And become our subscriber, then we can share a lot of information with you. We can inform you about our live show consultation streaming, which comes every Wednesday UK time 12 till 2, every Friday 12 till 2 UK timing, every Sunday live streaming shows. We are always presenting you live show and giving you you can participate the live show consultation streaming. You can participate in those shows every Sunday UK time 12 till 2, and then 3 p.m. till 5 p.m. UK timing. We'll also share with you weekly horoscope, monthly horoscope, yearly horoscope, that sort of content, and always the content is there for you. But for Saturn transit effect, if you really need tasks to counter the effect of Saturn transit, if there's a negative effect, precaution, which will provide you protection, chanting, which could spiritually help you out for overcoming any kind of complication, hassles created by Saturn for you, then kindly visit my website prakashastrologer.com. Acquire the yearly horoscope report according to your moon sign or according to your ascendant sign, according to your rising sign or lagna. Then you can implement all the strategies regarding your tasks, precautions, chanting for your betterment. Wishing you all the very best of luck.